Hey, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I'm Jabin Postal, and today at the grill we're smoking up a delicious prime rib roast using the pit barrel cooker, and it's gonna be delicious. Just like always, I'm gonna put all the show notes for you in the description box below, so make sure to click down there to see everything that you need for this cook. Also, if you like what we're doing on this channel, consider subscribing for more great barbecue recipes, tutorials, and reviews. And other than that, let's get into the cook. So as the weather gets a little bit cooler and we start thinking about some of those feasts with family and friends, one of the things that comes to mind is prime rib roast. And so today we're going to be cooking this prime rib roast on the pit barrel cooker. And this is a 6.5 pound locally raised organic prime rib roast. And there is some decent marbling in this roast. And so I know it's going to be delicious. And so to prepare this prime rib roast, we're first of all going to make up a wet rub. And so I'm just going to move this off to the side for a moment. And so to start off, I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of this rosemary infused olive oil. I'm going to place this into my dish. There we go. And then I went ahead and I minced up almost into like a fine paste about 5-6 cloves of garlic. And so I'm going to place that in as well. Then I have about a tablespoon of rosemary. And then lastly, about a teaspoon of kosher salt. So place that in as well. Just gonna mix this all together. You can see that it has a nice consistency to it. And so this is what we're looking for our roast. And so I'm gonna start by placing some of this on the backside first. Just gonna rub it all around. Look at the sides. In that top section. All right, and then I'm going to take some of my Mad Cow Rub and I'm going to place this onto the outside surface as well. This is going to add a little bit of that pepper flavor that we're looking for. Get that top section. All right, that looks pretty good. And so when it comes to prime rib, you don't need to go overly fancy with it. You could just use a salt and pepper blend, throw some little bit of garlic powder in there, but don't be intimidated by a cut like this. And so with it all prepared, let's go ahead now and get the pit barrel ready for cooking. To set up our pit barrel today, I filled up the charcoal basket all the way full, and then I took out about 40 briquettes and then placed it into the small chimney starter and got them fully lit. Once those coals were fully lit, I dumped them into the pit barrel cooker, I placed those rebar back in, and then closed the lid and let it come up to temperature. So with our pit barrel all set up and ready for cooking, let's go ahead and finish preparing our prime rib roast by placing in our hooks. And so what we're going to do is place in one of these guys here. And then the other one we'll place on the other side. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to place in my meat thermometer. And today I'm using my Meter Plus. I'm going to place this into the thickest part of this roast, about there. And so just like that, our prime rib roast is ready to hang in the pit barrel. So let's get the lid off and place it inside. All right, I'm also going to add in a few chunks of hickory wood just to add a little bit of smoky flavor. And then with everything in the grill, let's close the lid. And then we're going to begin smoking this prime rib roast until it reaches the internal temperature of 130 degrees. So our prime rib has been smoking in the pit barrel cooker for just over 2.5 hours, and our Meter Plus has just notified me that it's reached 128 degrees. And so that's where I'm gonna stop this cook because I'm gonna pull it out and then it will rest. It'll carry over, 5-6 degrees up to that 132, 133 range, which is gonna be a perfect medium rare for me. So let's open up the pit barrel and we'll just double check our temperatures. Oh wow, this looks so good, guys. 129. And so because this is up to the temperature that we're looking for, I'm gonna pull it off the grill, let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before we cut it open and get ready for the taste test. This prime rib has rested for about 15 minutes now, just to allow those juices to just move throughout this cut. You can see that the pit grill did an incredible job with this roast. It smells amazing. That bark from that rub has set up really nicely. And so let's cut off the bones and then go for the taste test. Put that there. Okay, let's get some slices out of this. All right, let's grab some of this and we'll go for a taste test. You know, I wish you were actually here to see and to smell this. It's incredible. I mean, look at this piece here. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh my goodness. The only word that comes to mind is soft. This prime rib is soft. It's so tender, it's juicy. It's got incredible flavor. Wow. Let's throw a little bit of this horseradish mayo on. I mixed this up while I was resting, and this is just 1 part mayo, 1 part horseradish, a little bit of cracked pepper, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar just to thin it down a little bit. So I'm gonna place some of this on top. Dip into there, here we go. Oh man, I'm done. You know, guys, I'm telling you, this method of cooking a prime rib in the pit grill cooker is so simple. It doesn't have to be complicated to achieve that great flavor and that perfect medium rare prime rib for your next feast. I'm telling you, if you've never tried to cook a prime rib on the pit grill cooker, make sure to give it a try. It's beefy, smoky, and full of flavor. This smoked prime rib roast on the pit grill cooker is to die for. Hey, if you want to see more barbecue videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. Also, special thank you to all my patrons out there who help make this channel possible. Until next time, keep those coals lit and get cooking.